So, what exactly do you do in Paris at Christmas? So, I thought I'd write an article, and it was so long that YouTube didn't allow me to publish it in that length, so I had to cut it down considerably. So, I'm not even sure if what's left is coherent, but I had to chop it. So, yeah. What did I come up with? 20 things to do in Paris in December if you're visiting during the holidays. First step is the Champs Elysees, obviously, because the Champs Elysees is where it's at, And I was just reading on this website called French Moments. They seem to agree that it's all about the Champs Elysees. I mean, there are millions of lights. I think the most lights in the French capital, the most Christmas lights on the French capital are on the Champs Elysees. And so you have to go for a stroll there and, um, just enjoy the lights, do some people watching, eating, shopping, whatever, right? The next thing I recommended was the Christmas markets. And of course, there are so many amazing Christmas markets. Um, the one at the Gare de l'Est is, you know, Alsatian. Ça veut dire it mimics the ones in Alsace. How do you say Alsatian? Alsatian? Alsatian. So it mimics the ones in Alsace, which is a region in France that has, just the most amazing Christmas ever. I mean, it's just renowned. And so this market is really original, and this website Sortir à Paris. You should check that out if you're in Paris during the holidays because they have really, really great up-to-date information about everything going on in Paris. But I recommend that market. It's in the train station. It's outside the train station, Gare de l'Est. Another big one is at La Défense and Paris La Défense website, parisladefonce.com website. Everything you need to know about one of the biggest Christmas markets in Ile-de-France. So if it's not the biggest, it's one of the biggest. And it's also a very fun market to go to. Very fun venue and yeah, definitely check it out, okay? If you can, if you have the time. Um, so there's another one at La Défense. Again, this is Sortir à Paris. And so you can check out the website for yourself. So the Notre Dame Christmas market is very famous, right? Right outside the famous church, Notre Dame, right on the Seine. And it's back this year, I think last year, because there was a fire and different things, COVID, all kinds of crazy things happened. So it was on pause for a while, but this year it's back. So if you are in Paris this year for Noel or Christmas, as we say in English, definitely you should check this one out because it's really enchanting and it's great for both adults and for children as well. So you get so many things: foie gras, vin chaud, hot wine, like I made today. If you didn't see that video, you should check that out when I made my own hot wine, and etc., etc. So the Notre Dame and La Défense and the one up at Gare de l'Est train station are three of the best. I mean, there are many others, too many to count, really, but yeah, you get the idea. So, another thing you can do is ice skating, which they call patinoire, like the ice skating rink is une patinoire, okay? And in Paris, I think there are about four main ice skating rink. So you would have to do a little bit of Googling. This one is at the Grand Palais, but I think the Grand Palais closed its patinoire till next year. There's one in Boulogne, there's one in Paris 19th, and there's another one someplace else in Paris. So there are about three or four main, big ice skating rinks that if you like that kind of thing at Christmas time, it's very cool. You should do it. Another interesting thing to do, and one I would like to try to do myself this year because I've never done it, even though it has been on my list for a few years, is the Festival of Lights. Um, I wanted to do that last year, for example, and I didn't get around to it, so I have to put it on my list early this year. And it's at the Jardin des Plantes, which is the botanical gardens in the fifth. Another thing I say that you should do if you're here is like these private Christmas walking tours with private guides. That's something you would have to obviously Google for yourself if that's something that's interesting to you, because there are all these guides who have these private tours and they take maybe up to six people through Paris um, to see the city, especially the lights. So it'll be sort of like night tours, and it sounds really fun. Another thing you can do is to go to a concert at La Chapelle. And so this year it's going to be their Christmas concert um, will be on December 23rd at 6 p.m. And so every year they have this amazing Christmas concert. And choose your date from 19 euros a person. But it's not just on December 23rd is the only time you can go during the holidays. It's up until December 31st, they'll have the show. But I think the first um, production, if you will, is on the 23rd. Okay. And obviously, Saint Chapelle is at 8 Boulevard du Palais in the first arrondissement of Paris. And it's one of the most beautiful Gothic churches in all of Paris. And yeah, I mean, if you're here, it's definitely something to do. It's something, I hate to use the word classy. I really hate to use that word because what does that even mean? But it's interesting entertainment, I would say, if you like that kind of thing. Another thing I recommend is just going Christmas shopping, window shopping, whatever you want to do in the big department stores like Galeries Lafayette, Printemps, Bayashvé, Marais. Okay, I've got to correct that. It's Marais, not Marie. And Le Bon Marché. Yeah, the BHB Marais. I was there the other day and I did a video on my visit too. And I cannot get out of my mind something I saw there. And I'm like, I want it, I want it. But I'm like, no, you can't have it, you can't have it. But I keep thinking about it. So let's see what happens with that. Um, let's see what happened with that. It's on Rue Rivoli, 52 Rue Rivoli in the Marais. Okay, and it's one of the big stores. And you don't have to buy anything. You just go, you look, it's got home goods, it has fashion and other things, beauty products, perfumes, etc. So, yeah, BHV, BHV, Marais, BHV.